Your red will be in your cheeks.
Yes.
If you don't have any
Definitely
on.
will be red in your cheeks when you walk in this morning.
And we could do without that graphic, Daryl.
The Arctic Blast
Yes,
graphic?
we don't need it.
I'll see if I can toss it.
All right, thank you. And the weather. Bring us some warm weather.
It'll come in this summer. I always say that.
All right. Thanks, Daryl. Here's Jane King with your Bloomberg Business Report. Nick Wallenda again followed in his famous family's footsteps and went for a tightrope walk over Sarasota, Florida. From the sound of things, he may have gotten more than he bargained for.
Whew, I was sweating watching that.
Cannot do that.
No,
That
no.
is way too
Whoa.
scary for me.
Wow.
Well, stay with us. Daryl's back next with another check of our forecast.
And,
in the next hour of First News, I'll bet this may excite some of you. Electronic pull tabs possibly flying into a popular airport. This construction site of the new West Fargo High School is now shut down after the accident happened late this afternoon. A 28-foot steel beam fell on the 30-year-old male victim. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The victim's name will be released once all of the family has been notified. I reached out to Scott's Electric and the West Fargo School District. Both declined to comment. It's still unsure tonight as to when construction will resume here at the site. Yeah, Dana, Kirsten, the weather is perfect out here. The grills are hot, and all of the finger-licking goodness is being served right here at Rib Fest. If you are planning to come out to Rib Fest, it runs through Saturday. Gates open are from 11 to 11. Admission is just $5 per person. Kids 12 and under are free. Reporting live here from Rib Fest, Danielle Miller, WDAY 6 News.
And Danielle, again, what are you bringing us back?
Cheese curds, of course, everyone's favorite.
All right.
Who needs ribs?
Thank you, Danielle.
With the 5K starting only an hour or so away, these streets will be filling up fast. If you're planning to come out to cheer on any of the runners, you're asked to give yourself plenty of time to get a good spot. If you do live along the race route, they're asking you to please park your car in the driveway or along a street that's not affected in the route. But one of the main do's to this race is to cheer as loud as possible. These natural herbs won't only keep the bugs and mosquitoes away. All you have to do is rip a few pieces off, add it to your food to make for a more flavorful meal. One small business owner was tired of not being able to see his things in the back of his truck at night, so he invented these LED light strips that have now solved that problem. Justin is so loved by customers, some even come to this Hornbacher's location specifically to see him, and they even give him tips. He, like most people, spends those hard-earned dollars on some of his favorite things. Jager jumped from this two-story window to escape the burning home. He then realized his roommate Steve was still inside the home, so he ran back up these stairs and came back out with his roommate. Rhombus Guys owners may have thought business was going to be slow in the first week, but it turns out it's anything but that. Club instructors say a first-time girl shooter like myself usually always has a better shot than a first-time boy. Popple says one of the most frustrating things is that people are still dumping their electronics where they shouldn't be, even after he posted a sign last fall. After following the vehicle for a few blocks, the driver of the stolen car, 29-year-old Whitney Little Ghost, pulled into this M&H gas station. After both vehicles were stopped, Selvig ran to his car to pull Little Ghost out. Then, after a short scuffle, Little Ghost got away. Gustafson didn't think twice before chasing the suspect down. It isn't only the workers answering the hundreds of phone calls or the ones who are actually making the pizzas who are going to be busy. Delivery drivers are expecting to be coming in and out of this door all day long. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday, December 21st, 2012. It is 5 o'clock. Richland County authorities received a call on Thursday morning. They say he walked into the front of the classroom, then shot himself in the head with a small handgun. The student never lost consciousness and was taken to the hospital in Breckenridge for treatment. New developments in a murder case we've been following for you. Morrison County authorities saying 2 teenage cousins were busy plotting another robbery. The fire might be out, but the damage left in the small community of Bucyrus, North Dakota will take months, if not years, to replace. Churches around the country will help remember the victims this morning. In less than a week, the Metro will officially be part of what's known around the country as the Costco craze. A decidedly different debate. This time, Joe Biden and Paul Ryan clashed on nearly every issue, stopping just short of calling each other liars. Another South Dakota city is banning texting while driving. The Huron City Council unanimously passed the city's first distracted driving ordinance Monday night. Meantime, people with a permit, restricted license, and bus drivers with children on board can no longer use cell phones in Huron. That law takes effect in 19 days. We'll stay with us. Daryl's back next with another check of our weather.
You wouldn't think a school desk would be much of a present, but then you haven't met Haley Merchant.
The second grader is learning a beloved school janitor not only takes pride in his cleaning, but Mark Moore does an awesome Santa Claus impersonation. This story from reporter Kevin Wallaband. Moore is married to Haley's second grade teacher. Well, thanks to the kindness of a local furniture store, a lot of children will now have a warm and comfortable place to sleep this holiday. We're getting a sneak peek at the men who likely hold the winning Powerball jackpot ticket.
9.55, 8, 9, and 10. Thank you. 45 cents is your change.
You get so you try just about anything to try to relieve it.
It's a parent's worst nightmare, but it's now reality for this father. It was late Friday night when Lynn Mickelson heard the knock on the door.
When two troopers show up at the door, I know, something is bad.
His 36-year-old daughter, Allison Ducher, her 34-year-old husband, Aaron, and their 18-month-old daughter, Brielle, were killed by a drunk driver on I-94 just west of Jamestown. Lynn describes his daughter as energetic, full of life. And as for his blue-eyed granddaughter,
Brielle was here in our living room, and they're playing in her toys, climbing in her box here, playing with toys. It was such a wonderful, wonderful thing to see.
The story gets even more sad. Lynn says the accident didn't just take 4 lives, but 5.
She was going to have another baby, and the other baby was expected approximately around Christmas time of this year.
Allison's brother Eric is being comforted by friends and family who without, he says, he wouldn't make it.
Praying to God. I mean, it's it. It's friends and family.
He lost his best friend, but says it's the loss of an entire family that's hard.
'Cause not only did I lose a sister, I lost a brother-in-law and a niece, and either a niece or a nephew.
The one glitter of hope, or shining star as Lynn calls it. With all of the sadness, both Allison and Brielle were organ donors, giving the gift of sight.
Today, those eyes are someplace else, looking at somebody. Somebody got some good out of this tragedy.
This tragedy has Lynn urging all parents to hug their children and tell them how much they're loved.
I won't get that chance again with any of these. I won't get that chance. I wished I could have held Brielle one more time. And Allie, too.
The biggest thing this morning father wants to tell people is one bad decision to get behind the wheel can lead to a lifetime of hurt.
You look at that picture, and you want to look at that and see if you want to snuff out that life, just because you want a couple of beers. See if it's really worth it.
This ad picture features 2 guys smiling, looking at 3 girls smiling back at them outside the window from the Hodo. To some, the picture isn't what's causing the uproar of negative feedback, but the words that go along with the photo.
The dinner and drinks part, you know, that's where they're at here, and that would make sense. But the decisions it's very suggestive.
The picture is suggestive in itself. I believe that the words just kind of hammer home the point.
2 younger girls say the slogan, "Arrive a guest, leave a legend," and the drinks dinner decisions sends the wrong message of what's really going on downtown when paired with this picture.
These boys are like picking which girl they feel like they should go home with tonight.
Like, it just gives us a bad image.
Although most people we spoke to say they're not happy about this advertisement, one guy says it is more funny than anything.
I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
The ad has also received a lot of attention on Facebook, and although most of the comments were negative, it's very generic and says nothing about North Dakota. There were a few positive comments. I think it looks like a great ad, and it's unfortunate that it's being pulled.
That's why we use social media. You know, it's a great conversation avenue to get feedback and to get impressions.
State Tourism Director Sarah Audie Coleman says no one involved in the production had the slightest notion that this ad would be seen as suggestive, but with all of the negative comments and feedback, the department had no other choice but to remove it from the 2012 tourism campaign.
We're a fun, genuine, legendary destination, and we want to communicate that in a good way. And so we're just going to take a look at that, retool that one ad, and go forward.
That's a good decision. I don't think it puts us in the right light.
That was a really good decision on their part to pull it.
Danielle Miller, WDAY 6 News.